2,000 years ago, the most powerful men on the planet were already up. Not 6, not even 5. By 4 a.m., pitch black, nothing but oil lamps, Rome was already grinding. And here's the part nobody tells you. They weren't up early because they were disciplined. They were up early because their whole civilization ran on it. The Roman day didn't start when you felt like it. It started before the sun, and the second we forgot why, we lost something we've been trying to buy back ever since. This is the 4 a.m. routine that built an empire, and why almost nobody can pull it off today. We treat waking up early like it's a personal choice, a habit, some goal you set on Sunday and quit by Wednesday. To a Roman, that idea was insane. Your morning didn't belong to you. It belonged to your rank. Every single day, before the sky even turned gray, the city kicked off a ritual. They called it the salutatio. Crowds of men lined up in the dark outside the homes of the powerful to greet their patron, to beg for favors, to be seen. And the logic was brutal. The more powerful you were, the earlier you were up, because more people needed a piece of you. Your status set your alarm. A senator couldn't sleep in. A general couldn't sleep in. The emperor couldn't sleep in. The weight of everyone counting on them dragged them out of bed before dawn every single day. So let that land. In Rome, discipline wasn't some willpower you had to dig up. It was a system you were born into. The world woke you up. You didn't have to. And that's the very first thing we lost. We took something the world used to force on us and turned it into a private fight. We've got to win alone. Now here's the harder question. Why before dawn? Why not just work during the day like everybody else? Because those dark hours had one thing nothing else in Rome could give you. Silence, no clients at the door, no noise from the forum, no senate, nothing. Just a man, a lamp in his own head. The pre-dawn hour was the only time a Roman actually owned, and the heaviest hitters in history guarded it like gold. Marcus Aurelius ran the entire known world, and the guy kept a private journal just for himself. In it, he wrote about the daily fight to drag himself out of a warm bed. He literally reminded himself he was born to do real work, not lie there staying cozy. Sit with that. The single most powerful man alive had to talk himself awake every morning. Then you've got Pliny the Elder, up and working way before sunrise, by one single lamp. He treated sleep like time stolen from learning. His own nephew said it. To Pliny, any hour you weren't learning was an hour you flat out wasted. So here's the pattern. The best thinking in the Roman world didn't happen in the busy afternoon. It happened in the hours we now sleep straight through. Not because mornings are magic, because it was the one window the world couldn't touch. They'd cracked deep work centuries before we even had a name for it. So what happened? How'd a civilization built on the dawn turn into one that hit snooze 5 times? It's not weakness, it's light. For almost all of human history, one thing ran the day. The sun. You woke when it came up. You slept when it went down. Discipline wasn't a decision, it was physics. There was nothing to do in the dark, so the The dark shut your day down for you. Then comes 1879. Edison, the light bulb, and in one generation, we tore up the oldest contract the human race ever signed, the deal between our bodies and the sun. All of a sudden, night was optional, morning was optional. We could stretch the day any direction we wanted. We called it progress, and it was, but it came with a hidden bill. The moment the sun stopped running your schedule, discipline stopped being built in. It became a choice you've got to make alone now, in the dark, every morning, up against a glowing screen at midnight that no Roman ever had to fight. That's the real reason 4 a.m. feels impossible today. It's not that you're lazy, it's that for the first time in history, nothing's forcing you anymore. The system that used to drag the emperor out of bed, gone. Now it's just you, running on raw willpower, and willpower always runs out. So here's the truth that flips the whole thing. The hour was never the point. It was never about 4 a.m. The number on the clock means nothing. The Romans weren't worshipping a time. They were honoring a contract, a non-negotiable deal with the day, one that existed before they felt like it, before they argued with themselves, before the snooze button was even a thing. So no, you don't need to wake up at 4. Forget the number. You need to rebuild the contract. Pick 1 hour, the first hour of your day, and make it non-negotiable. No phone, no feed, no noise, nothing from the outside world. Just you and the one thing that actually matters before anybody alive can reach you. You don't need an empire to do this. You need 1 hour the world can't touch. The Romans built theirs in the dark, with a lamp and a will. The only question left is whether you can build yours, with everything in your pocket fighting to stop you. So I want to hear from you, and be real. What does your first hour actually look like? The phone, the scroll, or the work? Drop it in the comments and answer me this. If you got dropped into ancient Rome tomorrow morning, will you survive the 4 a.m. day? Or would the empire leave you behind? If this made you look at your mornings a little differently, hit subscribe, because history isn't dead. It's just waiting on us to remember.